Hi guys, and welcome to Dean's Den. Today I want to cover a topic that will affect all the aspects of your life. It's called transference. Now I learned about this in psychology class, and you're probably wondering, why in the hell am I talking about this? This is essential if you want to have good relationships with your spouse, your customers, your friends. It's essential that you understand what transference is, how it works, and how you can see it. A lot of times if somebody is suffering and they're in a lot of pain, whether it's physical or mental pain or stress, they'll lash out and they'll transfer that emotion onto somebody else. It's unhealthy in both directions because if you're the person transferring that negative energy, you're hurting somebody that you don't really mean to. And if you're the recipient, you're getting the brunt of it and you're not deserving of that. Now, the reason this is so important, if somebody is giving you an attitude or they're, for no apparent reason, you've done nothing wrong, chances are they're in pain, either mentally or physically. When you recognize this, you have an opportunity to acknowledge it and be supportive. The best way to deal with transference is diffusing the situation. If you have a customer that comes in and they're very agitated and you have no idea why, it's probably because they just finished dealing with a situation that's upset them, or they may be in some kind of physical pain. The best thing to do is be supportive and let them know that you're there to help them. A lot of times, as soon as you tell the customer, I'm here to help you in any way I possibly can, usually they calm right down and then you're able to have a normal conversation with them. When somebody's agitated and angry and you give it right back, it's just going to escalate the situation. And it's going to cause problems for you. It's going to reflect in your reviews. It's going to reflect in your attitude towards the customer. It's also going to reflect in your ability to do the service, because if you're stressed, it's very difficult to do a proper service. It's also important to deal with transference when it comes to your spouse. If your spouse is on you for whatever reason, they're lashing out at you, chances are it's not something that you've done. Usually it's a buildup of work-related stress, physical stress. There's usually something going on that's causing them to be agitated. It's not just one thing. So if you find that your spouse is being combative with you, there's a very good chance that they're in some kind of physical or mental pain, and they're transferring that pain onto you. The best thing to do with that is acknowledge it and say, is everything okay? And ask them if there's something you can do to help, because say there must be something bothering you, whatever it is, I'd like to help. As soon as you offer to help, it helps diffuse the situation. If you yell back at the person and escalate the situation, you're both going to lose. It's going to escalate things. Things are going to get out of hand. It's not going to be good for anybody, and nothing is getting solved. If the person doesn't want to talk about it, that's fine, but at least be positive and influential and be offering to help that person with whatever it is that's bothering them. If they wish to discuss that with you later, leave that door open for them. I know it seems like it's kind of weird that I'm talking about this and we're detailers, but you know what? It works, because I've had a lot of customers come to me that were agitated, and then I found out that the reason they were so upset was because of what happened to their vehicle or the way they were treated at another detailing service or stress at work or whatever, but there was something bothering them when they came in the door. And the fact that I took the time to acknowledge that and be supportive, now I've got customers for life. Now on social media, we don't really know who's on the other end of the line. But my point here is, if somebody lashes out at you, don't take it personally. A lot of people take things directly and they lash back out at the person, and they don't understand that that person on the other end is in pain. That's why some of us tend to escalate our arguments. And that's why I said everybody needs to try and get along. If somebody attacks you on social media for no apparent reason, there's a good chance that there's something going on in their life that's upsetting them. Maybe their business isn't going as well as they wish. Maybe they're struggling just to make their bills every month. Maybe they're having issues at home with their spouse. Maybe they've got in an argument with a relative. Maybe they lost somebody in their life. Maybe they're suffering from some kind of ailment. Nobody knows. But the thing is, don't feed into it. It's not personal. When somebody lashes out at you on social media, it's not personal. It may feel personal, but it's not, because they don't really know you. So for them to assume things and say something about you without any information whatsoever, chances are it's just somebody out there that's hurting, that's upset, and out of either jealousy or just a need to vent, you just happen to be the closest person near them, and they transfer that pain onto you. So I just wanted to cover that today, and hopefully get something out of this. Maybe it'll help you diffuse a few of your situations at home. Maybe it'll help you calm down a customer or two. It's helped me a lot. I don't get upset with my customers, even if they come in and they're agitated. Usually I can diffuse it within a few minutes. If the person is very combative and I can't calm them down, then what I usually do is I suggest that they find somebody else. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just a human being just like everybody else. And the fact that I understand a little bit about transference has helped me a lot in my life, and I just thought I would pass that on to you. So I hope this helps, guys, and I appreciate you listening. If you like this podcast, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way, if I put out a new podcast, you'll be aware of it. And as always, check out my friend DJ Dell. He's on here too. You can find both of us at extremecarcleaning.com. And I thank you guys as always for listening. Talk to you later. Bye.